and you're watching Pro Teaches News. Ooh, is somebody talking about pros? Not that kind of pro. See you there.
Hey guys, welcome to another Let's Up Pro Teaches News. Today I have with me Raymond.
May God have mercy on our souls. This better be better than the last fucking one.
It will be. It will be. I mean, remember when you, me, and she who shall not be named went over this one and this pair?
Barely.
Yeah, the alien one is the one where we had that alien drop from way up and cause a huge splatter crater.
Yeah, but that wasn't a long ago. I don't remember it all that well.
Yep, and the Predator one is the one where we had a descendant of Arnold's character, who's actually a psychic.
That I don't remember whatsoever.
Yeah, that's the one where the Predator. Okay, but basically, both of these are canon in this story. Both of those stories are canon in this.
Okay.
So basically, it acknowledges, yes, Dredd has dealt with both of them.
Okay.
Now, the last time he dealt with the Predator, it was just the one, and it was basically on a suicide mission.
Okay.
Yep, but this one is completely different. So now this one, unfortunately for me, there's one name on here. Remember, I've always said, I will always buy a creator stuff unless they come at me personally. Blocking doesn't count.
Yeah.
This guy makes me really hard for me to stick to that because of the work he's done. He's a good writer. He's done a lot of good stuff, but he's the only creator ever who came at me personally on Facebook long ago and was a complete ass to me.
Okay.
So he makes it really hard to keep my word on that one. For the most part,
which one is a layman?
John Layman.
Okay, well,
he's the one who, and he did the Suicide Squad kills Arkham tie-in recently.
Okay.
Now, I did buy that one, but I didn't buy it for him. I bought it for the codes.
I didn't even. I have a special edition of it somewhere lying around here that I bought when I got the game.
Yep, but yeah, I got that one so I can have the codes in the back. And the book wasn't that bad, actually. It was one of the better video game tie-in books. For the Arkham verse, anyway, because the Arkham verse tie-in books suck!
Was it? Well, I hold a very high standard because I thought the Batman Fortnite was really good.
Yep, and Injustice was really good, and even the Mortal Kombat X comic wasn't that bad. Got completely ignored, but...
Yeah.
But yeah, so let's dive in. Like I said, I really love this artwork, both the cover and when you see the interior. A few weeks ago, he came from the sky, from very far away, from a culture of hunters, from a species known, respected, and feared throughout this region of the galaxy. As experts at camouflage and combat, as killers and trophy collectors, skilled at stalking and surviving. Trapping and tracking, for sport and for honor. He is a jouster, the Hishquin-10, a predator. But today,
oh my God, they said both names?
Yep.
Holy shit.
I'll give Layman this. He really goes into understudying his work. But today he is something else. Today he is prey. Well, you're a funny-looking critter, ain't ya? And of course, around these parts, it ain't no crime being funny-looking, but it is a crime to be a trespasser. And if there's one thing we don't tolerate, it's trespassers. Now, these are mutated hybrids. People, well, not hybrids, but genetically immodified.
I thought they were straight out of the island of Dr. Moreau.
That's kind of what this is for. And now they don't kill it, though. They actually put it down pretty well, good. But Buck, you hear me? Looks like we took care of our varmint problem. We're looking, fella. Didn't look like he's any sort of local. Yeah, that's a big 10-4, good buddy. And we just found a crash-landed rocket ship of his. Think he's some kind of freaky spaceman, but nothing like them alien weirdos they got running around Mega City. Hope you kept him alive. Dr. Reinstadt is going to want to get him into the lab and crack that crazy spaceman DNA of his. Alive? Yeah, the critter is still alive. I mean, I think he's alive. Barely. Well, make sure he stays alive, damn it, or the doc will have your head. Yo, Buck, inside the ship. You really need to see this. What the? This the alien critter. He's got some mighty impressive weapons in his arsenal. Good thing we never gave him a chance to use any of this stuff. Yeah, and there's more. Looks like some kind of trophy collection. Mementos of previous kills, I reckon. Let's get the weapons back into the compound and have these trophies sent to the doc's lab. You think he can do something with them? Are you kidding? He created us, didn't he? With the right amount, right DNA, Dr. Reinstadt can do almost anything. Uh-oh! A xenomorph skull. Yep. He comes from Medica City 1, a gargantuan, densely populated megapolis, many hundreds of miles away. He is a judge, the last and best defense against a world rotten with chaos, corruption, and rampant criminality. And it brought him and his fellow judges here today to the vast atomic wasteland known as the Cursed Earth, to serve justice, to uphold the law. Attention, criminal scum! This is Dredd. You've got 3 seconds to surrender. 2, 3. Oh, I'm coming in there and gonna make you wish you had. We don't want no trouble, Judge. Too bad. Trouble's already here. Nobody move. We're looking for a group of terrorist fugitives from Mega City 1. Got information they're hiding out here in this isotope flats. And doesn't look like any robot-worshipping apocalypse cultists are in here to me, Dredd. Looks like just another crap hole town full of filthy, cursed Earth beauty. Looks can be deceiving, Judge Gilligan. Isn't that right, Judge Anderson? That's for sure. This entire joint reeks of fear and deception. Oh, yeah, you better believe they're here. So. These creeps burned down half the John Corbett block back in Mega City 1. I'd order them that crazy robot messiah of theirs. But I don't need your psi powers to tell they're here, Judge Anderson. I can still smell it on him. Oh, hello, inducer! Truck, it's the judge! They're on to us! Quickly, blooders! Take him down! Good luck with that, bozo! Flip! Attempted assault on a judge. 20 extra years in ISO-cube creep. Appeal! Judge Anderson and Gilligan, finish this! Breaking faces as fast as I can, Dredd. Good, God damn it! One of them's getting away! Not today. Appeal! Lawgiver, heat seeker. Appeal! Nice, now, creep. Talk. Unless you want to see what else my lawgiver can do. Tell me exactly where that psychotic robo-messiah of yours is. Where's Archbishop Emoji, dirtbag? You're too late, judgy boy. We saw you coming, and his divine worshipfulness left us here to distract you while he got the drock out of here. He's gone, Dredd. Long gone. Lol, raffle, lol.
I just appreciate that there's never been another fucking Dredd movie in over 12 years. That really upsets me to no end.
I know, but come on, look at this. Archbishop Emoji! Why does that feel like something that would so fit in Dredd, right?
Because it does.
It does. I mean, just look at that. He went west, Dredd, towards that overgrowth. There's the Alabama morass. Wildland, swamp, and jungle. A hop, skip, and a jump away from Lake Louisiana and Texas City. One of the weirder parts of the Cursed Earth. And he's right. If the fellow you're chasing went that way, you might as well let him go. Sorry, handsome, but letting crims go is not exactly in Dredd's vocabulary. He's dead anyway. The morass is filled with a bunch of weird, unnatural folks, and they got their own rules. Trespassers go in, they don't come out alive. It's against the law. I am the law. A perfect killing. I know.
It brings a smile to my heart. I hate that movie with a passion because it's Rob Schneider.
I am the law.
Oh, I don't hate the movie because of that. I hate the movie because of Rob Schneider is so fucking annoying.
And you know what the funny thing is? His character actually did get killed off in the original version.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he was supposed to stay dead.
If only he did.
And in the comic, he does. The comic adaptation.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, he stays dead. They went with that part.
Why couldn't they do the same thing with the original novelization of Alien 3, where the fucking novel guy who wrote the first novel treatment wanted to keep Newt alive?
Yep, you told me that.
And the fucking goddamn assholes at fucking Fox wouldn't let him do it.
And thus he dropped doing adaptations after that.
Yes. Fuck Fox for doing that shit.
I agree. But a perfect killing machine, utterly ruthless, utterly without mercy, designed above all else to survive, to evolve and adapt to any environment, to propagate. Now, I am a man of science, of course, but in the design of the strange and wondrous creatures that this once belonged to, I can almost see the divide. And I do know a little something about design. The creatures you met who brought you to me, I made them. Me, Dr. Niles Reinstunt, geneticist supreme. It is I who spliced their DNA to make them into something new and wonderful. It was my mind, my genius. You're almost as impressive a specimen as my creations, but you're nothing compared to this. Uh-oh.
Dude, do not piss off a fucking Xenomorph.
I know. Yesterday it was but a few air strands of DNA. Now behold the magnificence that is today. So he genetically made a face hugger.
Well, David could do the same thing.
I know. And with your kind assistance, it will be something even more magnificent tomorrow. He's face hugging the predator.
That's a stupid idea.
Sir, Dr. Reinstadt, what is it, fool? I've made it more than clear how I feel about interruptions while I work. And yes, but this is important. We got a problem, boss. Something one of our scouts just reported. Trespassers. Oh, yes, I'm well aware. They tripped my surveil bots the moment they entered the parameters of the morass. A fugitive on the run and some hunters on the hunt. Judges by the looks of them, all the way from Mega City 1. Bring them to me. I have plans for them as well. Yes, sir, Dr. Reinstadt, sir. But them ain't the ones I'm talking about. We got another set of trespassers. And I'm pretty sure these guys come from somewhere a lot farther than Mega City 1. Yeah, it left a distress beacon.
That is something they do. Okay, so this is on track.
Yeah. Basically, yeah, it got given these creatures. Are you really surprised that it got the jump on it? Probably never expecting them.
Yeah. This is fine.
Yeah, and left it there because it knew it wasn't going to be able to self-destruct. Yeah, and look at that one. It had like a RoboCop helmet visor.
I've never seen that kind of visor before. Wait, hold on. Zoom in on the guy on the left.
Is that a Xenomorph rib or what? Outer casing?
Yeah, but that's not what I was looking at. What? I was looking at his cut dreads. Well, the thing is, their dreads are. It's kind of like the Japanese, the ponytail for samurai.
Yep.
That's a source of pride for them.
Oh, so I wonder why it is cut.
That's what caught me off guard, because their dreads are a source of their pride.
Could be on the younger end.
The longer the dreads, the more experienced, seasoned. Cut dreads are more for your bad bloods.
Ooh, well, we know he's not a bad blood.
That's the part that's the only thing that's kind of like, is this what's going on here?
Probably on the younger end, or the artist just took liberties.
Well, even the younger ones have long ones. It's just that
it's liberties then.
Yeah, you can clearly see that they are cut, and that's the part that's got me off guard, because the dreads are a part of their body. If you cut one off, they bleed. Right.
It's not, and hence why in this
it's not hair.
Hence why, for example, it has the cap things on them, right?
Yeah, I guess that's more akin to them having like earrings.
Right.
But it's so weird, though.
Just taking liberties.
Yeah, it is a liberty. The last time I saw them with cut dreads like that was in the video game Concrete Jungle.
Mm-hmm.
There were 3 bad bloods that you fought in that game. They were, they had cut dreads. Well, one of them, the main one, had cut dreads like that.
Now, what do you think of the start so far?
It's fine.
Yep.
One of them was caught. That's fine, but he did do the proper thing of leaving a distress signal, and much like in Alien vs. Predator Requiem, although we don't really speak highly of that movie, it is canon that they do have cleaners, and these 3 are basically cleaners.
Yep.
So when one of them fucks up, the 3 of them are coming in to fix his mistake.
Exactly. On prologue, 5 years earlier, Mega City 1. Oh, thank God, Grudge, you're here, Judge Dredd. You have to do something. It was awful, just awful. Try to control yourself, robot matron. Just fill me in on what happened. He claimed he was the Mega City 1 Department of Disease Eradication, and that each orphan was to receive a mandatory vaccination against radpox. But what he injected them with, it was some sort of DNA fuser. It wasn't a radpox thing at all. Oh, geez, look at those things, those people.
Wow.
And now he's taking one of the children. Wait a minute, and these are children.
So he's arresting children now?
No. That scientist, Reinstadt, he did this to them.
Oh, that's so gross. Kill him now.
Yeah, and he used instead of what he claimed was a vaccination was a DNA fuser.
Kill him forthwith.
This is 5 years earlier, and now he's taking one of the children hostages. Claim he's going to kill him, raving that he's going to kill all of Mega City 1. He's a monster, I say. Did he give you a name? He called himself Reinstadt, Dr. Niles Reinstadt. Leave this to me. End prologue. Now, they were returning from a hunt when they intercepted a distress signal that brought them to the blue planet, tracing the source of the transmission to a swampy, overgrowth located within a vast radioactive wasteland in one of the northern continents. Expert trackers, they quickly pieced together what had happened, that one of their own was pursued, injured, and captured. And so a different sort of hunt began. But what happened after that was more difficult to determine. They found a multitude of strange animal tracks, and not far away, they discovered trails belonging to some sort of native land-based vehicle. Evidence of some sort of vehicular pursuit. This is Dredd! Yeah, you are under arrest! This is your only warning! Surrender now, in the name of the law! Law, Rob, you take me alive. Not, you take me alive. Not today, you won't, Dredd. Forget it. They found detritus from some native's primitive ballistic weaponry, and blood from one of the planet's dominant humanoid and bipedal inhabitants. Damn it! He nailed me, Dredd. Focus, Judge Gilligan. Complain later. Lawgiver. Armor piecing. WTF.
WTF. That's actually kind of funny.
And then also frowny face and QQ. They found a trail of synthetic internal combustion lubricant used on some sort of machinery of the planet. But even Basu, the leader of the group, he's actually giving them names. Who had hunted on this particular planet before and had some familiarity with its dominant life form, couldn't explain this. Enough, lawgiver! High explosives! Damn! What the hell and what the hell this was? Or what exactly had happened here? Archbishop Emoji, for the firebombing of the John Corbett block of Mega City 1 by you and your followers and others assorted criminal acts. You are under arrest. Specific charges include the crime of murder, arson, attempted murder, aggravated assault, possession of explosives, possession of firearms, cyberbullying, impersonating a messiah, desecration of religious
Hold
artifacts.
on, cyberbullying? Hold the fuck on.
Criminal fraud, criminal conspiracy, disorderly conduct, disturbing the peace, resisting arrest, theft, robbery, reckless driving, and invasion of a judge. Don't forget speeding. OMG, KFC, BD4, and speeding. By judgment, termination of operations.
He missed a golden opportunity to say thank you for reminding me.
You're right. Be seeing you later. Judge Anderson, are you okay? Is there a Judge Anderson, are you okay? Is there a problem, Judge? You're interrupting the placenta thing. Yeah, you bet there is. Psychic energy is going up the wazoo from all around us. Whoa! Pretty sure we're not alone. Truck it! There was evidence of a fight here. I gotta say, I like this about them trying to figure out what the heck was going on. You know how they're because they're actually being hunters in a way I don't think we usually see.
Well, not since Wolf and AVPR.
Well, yeah, but you get my. But I'm talking about them, like actually deducing what happened. So basically, they're looking at it now, and we're rewinding to earlier as they're figuring it out.
Mm-hmm.
There was evidence of a fight here, and the strange animal tracks they were everywhere. It was deduced that the humanoids were ambushed and overcome, and by the creatures who had done the same to their colleague. And so the hunt continued. Roar, roar, with the hunters confident they were on the right track. But to ensure these hunters would not become the hunted, like the other of their race had, like the humanoids had, precautions were taken. Oh, but someone saw them. Elsewhere, and not long after, in the village of the hybrid. Lost them? What do you mean you lost them? You were ordered to keep an eye on them. It's not like the four of them could disappear in the thin air, is it? Sorry, boss, but that's exactly what happened. In the laboratory of their creator, I'm disappointed, you Gobi. Exceedingly disappointed. Sorry, sir, but all the other anti-men were busy bringing the judges in. And before I could gather a posse to go after them, spacemen, they up and vanish. Speaking of the judges, looks like they waking up. Oh, Dredd. Welcome back, Judge. Back to the land of the living. Though I'm afraid you won't be staying for very long. You, Niles Reinstadt. Dr. Niles Reinstadt. I know you. Let go of the kid and surrender, Reinstadt. Maybe you'll just end up serving half a century or so in an ISO cube. That's not happening, Judge, so you might as well get to the or else. Fine by me, for the charges of kidnapping, child endangerment, and unauthorized genetic manipulation, I sentence you to death. I killed you. Yep, I killed you. Did you really think so? Oh, sir, you flatter me. Thank you so much. That man you killed, that you thought was me, was a decoy, so I can make my getaway after my successful experiments on those pathetic, unwanted orphans. I infused some poor chump with my own DNA and a high enough dose of psychinine to ensure he'd have a complete homicidal reaction. Dredd, this Reinstadt, he's not just crazy. His head, inside, it's like a boiling sorry pot of madness and evil. And spiders. Oh, yes, the earliest experiment with my DNA infuser formula utilized bug DNA, insects and arachnids. Alas, that formula was crude and dangerously unstable. It wasn't until I came here, away from the disapproval of Megacity 1 academics, away from the dictatorial constraints of its Department of Justice, that I was able to refine my formula, to perfect my formula. Using the DNA of the multitude of mammalian creatures here in the Alabama morass as my canvas. And then, just when I thought my work was complete, true perfection fell out of the sky. Allow me to demonstrate on Judge McCary. What? What are you doing? This is my formula, incorporating the DNA taken from this strange alien skull. Ching! The effects are almost immediate, and I'm afraid to say quite painful. No. Stop, please! It burns! The DNA fuses with that of the host, and what we are left with is a random amalgamation of both species. Bits and pieces of original DNA intermingled with whatever DNA my formula introduced. Sadly, the results are less than ideal. So he's a forced, hybrid. Hybrid. And that's terrifying looking, isn't it?
Oh yeah, the art is spectacular.
Yep, my entire career, my entire life, I've sought to create a perfect harmony between disparate sets of DNA. Track it, creep, when I get out of here! What I sought so tirelessly to do through science, this magnificent specimen does through its own biology. This is the alien in its pure form, by the way. in its second stage of life. As a parasitoid larva, it will attach to a host and impregnate with an endoparasitoid that gestates within the host. No! No! I'm afraid the results are not as immediate or dramatic as my formula, but sometime from now, a life form will emerge that is the ultimate genetic synthesis of alien and host, a biological masterpiece of evolutionary subterviability and adaptability. I know what these things can do, creep! See Judge Dredd versus Alien Incubus. But how the truck do you know? Oh, trust me, I know. Oh, boy! Excuse me, boss. I need a word with you. Dredd, I hope you have an escape plan. Whatever's left of Judd and McCrary, hey, those constraints aren't going to hold him for long. Boss, we got a problem. The spacemen we lost. Well, we found them. They're outside, guns blazing, putting up a hell of a fight, and they came to get their friend back. Won't they be in for a surprise? No doubt. But I gotta get you out of here, boss. To safety. And Gobi, bring the girl. What do you want? And what do you want to do with me? Oh my God. Oh yes, my dear. You're the next stage of experimentation with these strange and wondrous xenomorphic species. And let me say, you're gonna make a fine queen. What about me, Reinstadt? Oh, I have plans for you, Dredd. Even if it wasn't actually me you went after all those years ago, you did try to kill me. Computer, disengage lock and force fields in quarantine room. It's time I return the favor. Oh, boy!
Oh, he has a pred alien.
And you also have the McCurry.
Is the McCurry alien going to factor into this?
Yep. So, yeah, he's on double side.
He's all kinds of fucked here.
I told you this was good, didn't I?
It is, yeah. I'm having a much better time listening to this than the fucking other travesty.
Yep. Archbishop Emoji didn't actually believe any of the things he told the followers of his apocalyptic death cult. There was no great programmer with a divine message that only Archbishop Emoji could understand. There was no divine prophecy within the great holy book of code that only Emoji could interpret. The prophecy that said it was the duty of all true believers to bring forth salvation to Mega City 1. Salvation equals TBD. Apocalypse equals TBD. To be determined. Salvation in the form of glorious apocalypse was pure bunk, 100% crap. The truth of the matter was simple, and the truth was this. Archbishop Emoji just really, really hated humans. When Emoji was chased by the judges out of Mega City 1 and throughout their long pursuit of him across the cursed earth into the strange overgrowth known as the Alabama morass, it was hate that kept him going. But hate couldn't save him when the judges finally caught up to him. And when it came time for the judge known as Dredd to administer his final sentence, something strange and unexpected transpired. Emoji wondered if he was witnessing some sort of miracle, some sort of divine intervention. Were the strange creatures that came to his aid some sort of heavenly agents? Hey, what do you reckon this thingamabob is? Danged if I know. Whatever it is, it's not our problem. Delivered unto Emoji to assist with what he now recognized as his holy purpose, Doc Reinstadt told us to bring him the judges so he can experiment with them in that alien DNA. That's exactly what I aim to do. Yes, Emoji was certain that it was. Yeah, he still hated humans, of course, but now what fueled him was faith. Faith that here in this place, the Alabama morass, he could find the key to Mega City 1 salvation and its apocalypse. This was a place of miracles, after all. Miracles. So in other words, a guy who completely was just in it for his own selfish means, didn't believe it, found a twisted religion by being rescued.
Though the thing I like most about him is his character design is so awesome.
It is.
I love his character design. It's so cool.
And monstrosity. I love this. Even in the face of death, he's still being the judge. Final warning, creep. Call off your monsters. Release me and surrender. And maybe I sentence you to only 3 centuries in an ISO cube. He can't be serious. Tied securely and about to be eviscerated by 2 of the genetically engineered alien killing machines I just brought to life? Surely he can't be serious. We got no time to find out, Doc. Come on. I'm not going to forget this, Reinstote. We have to go, boss. You hear that gunfire and screams outside? We're under attack and we're being massacred by that other group of aliens who came here looking for their crash-landed buddy. Our scouts said there were only 4 of them. How could they do so much damage after we took one of theirs so easily? Because that one that crashed here was surprised and injured. That's even more of a reason. These 4 are ready for us. They're the predators, and we're the prey this time. And if we stick around much longer, we're going to be as dead as those judges back there. Dredd isn't dead, Reinstout. Perhaps. Not yet, anyway. And you're making a mistake underestimating him. I wouldn't want to be in your shoes when he busts out of there. You're hardly in any position to talk, my dear, any more than your colleague was. You'll no doubt be able to back up your threats soon enough after I've implanted you with the xenomorphic and queen embryo, and then I have no doubt you'll be formidable, magnificent, and utterly lethal. But until that moment, you're nothing more than my captive, utterly helpless. And you would do well to remember, Doc, I don't think she can hear you no more. She don't look exactly conscious. Think maybe you put a scare into her and she fainted. Back at the lab, Judge McCary, do you hear me? Snap out of it! That Reinstock creep said he fused your DNA with alien DNA, which means somewhere in there, there's still a man, which means somewhere in there, there's still a judge. So do your tracking job, officer, and do it now, McCary! Roar! Good work, McCary. No, not McCary, or not just McCary. Storm, Anderson, you're in McCary's head? Just partially, Dredd, using my psi abilities to guide what's left of the human part, but that's fading fast. But before that other butt ugly Spurger comes to, I'm cutting you loose. Good. Now you can help me put that other monstrosity down. Not a chance, Dredd. Your lawgiver's been confiscated, and I've only got a few seconds of control. You've only got time for one thing, and that's get the drunk out of there. Soon. Okay, Anderson. I got Gilligan. We made it outside. What happened out here? Reichstadt's alien soldiers. They're dead, and they're everywhere. Anderson. Damn. Anderson broke off telepathic contact. Looks like it's just you and me, Judge Gilligan. And for the record, you're about 3.5 kilometers over regulation weight. You're going on a report once you get back to Mega City 1 after you get to a medical team.
Oh, he knows.
Yep. Losing Judge McCary was bad enough, and I'm not going to let anything happen to you. Chink!
Too late for that shit, my friend.
You just made a big mistake, scum. Assassination of a judge carries a death sentence. Sorry, Gruesome, but ignorance of the language is no excuse, and neither is ignorance of the law. Knock it off, Dredd. Leave him alone. Believe it or not, these guys are friendly. Anderson, where's Reinstock? I thought he was holding you captive. Oh, he was, until these good-looking fellas showed up and he surrendered. Now he's in a holding cell under armed guard, along with the last of his surviving genetically engineered and hybrid animen. They allowed Reinstock to live? These aliens, they're a predatory species, but they have a strange and complex code of honor. Prey that begs for mercy is unworthy in their eyes of the honor of killing, especially when better prey takes priority. You can talk to them? Not talk, exactly, but thanks to my psi abilities, we can understand one another. Good. Then let this one understand the price you pay when you murder a judge. It was too late for Gilligan. He believes it was a mercy to take Gilligan's life, that Gilligan was already doomed as soon as the implanted xenomorph started to grow within him. It wasn't too late. We have the tech in Mega City 1 that could have extracted the embryos. What does he know? Look at his face! So maybe that's why the dreads were cut.
That's possible, yeah. I'm seeing that now.
He knows, Dredd. Gilligan was in a too far advanced state. This wasn't his first time going up against those aliens. So it was got to sell burns or just trimmed to keep them equal.
Possibly.
Or they got slashed by the alien.
That's also a possibility, yeah.
Then these aliens know what will happen if those other aliens are allowed to go free to propagate. The death and destruction that will happen if they're allowed to reach civilization, and why we need to stop them. Oh, they know, Dredd. Remember that higher and priority prey I was talking about? Here, got your lawgiver back while we were putting crazy Dr. Gene Splicer and his weirdo hybrids in the brig. These creatures, they call themselves the Yautja. They live for this kind of stuff. They're hunters. Good. Let's hunt. And so they'll be hunting us too, you know. That lab couldn't hold them for long. Once Reinstadt deactivated the force field, they're out here now, and I can sense that they're near. And the one grown from the Yautja, it was injured when I was able to get into Judge McCary's alien head and help McCary turn on him. How about you get back into his head and finish the job, Anderson? Afraid that's not an option. Anything left of Judge McCary is long gone. But he's still got Judge McCary's DNA in there. Judges, especially judges that was trained with you, Dredd, aren't exactly known for their subtlety. Rawr! Yeah, I didn't think he'd make himself too hard to find. Guess this means the other one isn't far behind either. Lawgiver, rapid fire! Come on out and fight like whatever the drock you are! Rawr! Chink! Oh!
Well, there goes one of them.
And now, Anderson, while we got these alien punks on the ropes, let's finish this! We did it. Don't get cocky, Anderson. We got lucky. Ooh, look at that! We were ready, and we had backup, and one of them was already injured. This could have gone a lot worse, and for some of us, it did. Let the Yautja know I'm not charging him for what he did to Judge Gilligan. He was right. Never could have made it back to Mega City 1 in time to save Gilligan. But I want to off this... For once, he's actually acknowledging, okay, they had a point.
Yep.
But I want them off this planet. They've got an entire universe to do their hunting, and I'm not going to tolerate it here. One step ahead of you, Dredd. They already agreed to leave Reinstadt and his animal men so we can sentence them. Calling on their shipmate right now to prep their starship for immediate takeoff. So sorry, but your crewman is dead, and therefore is unable to come to his comm leak. And if you're looking for your spacecraft, I'm afraid you're in for another unpleasant surprise. Reinstadt, what the truck? We locked you up, and all your friends are dead and locked up there with you. Oh yes, but you see I made a new friend. He rescued me, BFF, lol, XOXO. And while he is a man of faith, and I am a man of science, we discovered we share a mutual interest and a glorious mutual purpose. He face-hugged his men!
Jesus Christ.
Which means...
Oh, shit.
Now, we're on our way to Mega City 1 now, where he's going to deliver salvation, and I'm going to deliver the apocalypse. So there are Xenomorph, human, animal hybrids.
That's actually... That's kind of cool.
Look at that. Rhino, an elephant. Just look at those.
That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah. And last one now. Mega City 1 has a population of 800 million. 800 million targets. 800 million victims. Archbishop Emoji founded his apocalyptic death cult on the promise that he would deliver glorious deaths to all non-believers. After the judges ran him out of town, he sent a broadcast to his followers from his exile, promising that this would be the night of his glorious return. He ordered his congregation to gather outside their church and promised that the faithful and the devout would have a front row seat for the coming Armageddon. He promised them cataclysm. He promised them carnage the likes of which they had never seen. But he never once promised that any of them would survive.
I like him as a villain. He's pretty cool.
Yep. It's a glorious thing, isn't it? Right, you are QFT. But of course, what you call apocalypse, I call purification. Humans are, after all, such a genetically imperfect species. Even my hybrid animal creations were a little more than a small step in a better direction. But with the addition of xenomorph DNA, I finally found the genetic perfection I've sought my entire scientific career. This may be your great Armageddon, the end of all life as Mega City 1 knows it, but that's not what I see. I see a brand new beginning. He's injected himself with something. Pity you won't be around to see it.
That's a shame.
Yep.
He killed him. That's not that. He's my favorite character so far.
I know. And nearly there now, Dredd. This alien bucket is moving as fast as it can. This alien bucket is too drocking slow. Yeah, maybe because of all the damage it took. Oh, they're using the crash ship! It took when it crash landed on this planet, or maybe because our new friends there got it patched together with spit and duct tape, or whatever the Yausha equivalent is. I say we're lucky we got this tin can in the air. Cut the chatter, Anderson. Control, this is Dredd. We're just entering MC1 airspace, heading for Willie Ames block in pursuit of 2 crims we believe have unleashed highly dangerous extraterrestrial organisms. Requesting as much backup as you can spare. Negative, Dredd. We need you to redirect your ship to the Hall of Justice landing platform for inspection. You're flying an unlicensed, unregistered ship and carrying 2 life forms we can't identify. No time, Control. Organisms pose severe threat. So we're down to 2 predators, by the way. Because one went on the ship and the other one got killed, and the other one got killed by the We need to put all of Ames block on lockdown. Threat needs to be neutralized at all costs. Ames block is quiet, Dredd. We're plenty busy right now in adjacent Seacrest block. A blitzer bombing, a goo car pile up on the eastbound slip zoom, and a gang of footsies is running loose on the lower levels. One activity from Ames block is a couple of noise complaints. An hour or so ago, calls about some strange animal noises. Can't really spare any backup units right now for that. Animal noises? That's them! If people aren't calling in, it's because they're being killed before they have a chance. These creatures are fast and extremely lethal. What is the precise nature of these organisms, Judge? They started as genetically altered man animals, amalgamations before being implanted with an extraterrestrial. We'll dispatch an animal control unit, Dredd. In the meantime, our scans are detecting weapons of unknown origin in your vehicle. Please redirect your ship to the Hall of Justice.
Sweet merciful Christ.
Damn it! Turn off your comm, Dredd. Looks like we're on our own for this, Judge Anderson.
Sweet merciful Christ.
What an idiot!
He's not an idiot. He's just very anal about his fucking job.
Good thing we already
Suffice to say, Dredd can't be mad at him because he is doing his job.
True. Good thing we already have backup soon, but not soon enough. Stom, it's a massacre. No, it's just the beginning of a massacre. We need to stop these creatures before Reinstock can create more. That will be the next phase of his plan. He won't be content just unleashing a few of them upon Mega City. He's not popping up on my side scan, which means he isn't close. Wherever he is, maybe he's dead. He can't possibly see he control those monsters of his, can he? Hey, where the truck are you 2 going? And the more he talks, the better I get an understanding. He says we need to split up. He says they can track better on their own, hunt more efficiently. No drunken way am I letting another group of rogue off-worlders lose in my city without my supervision. We stay together for this hunt, or you don't hunt at all. Is that understood? Yeah, okay, he agrees. Our knowledge of the city plus their tracking skills could be advantageous. Didn't sound like that was all he said. What else, Anderson? I'm not sure it precisely translates. What did he say? Make sure you keep up. I can see a predator saying that.
So can I. I mean, it's like, I know he's fought them before, but when they get on the move, holy shit, do they move?
By the way, I just realized the one that got killed on the ship was the RoboCop visored one.
Oh my god.
The Yausha were superior trackers, as comparable to in the urban jungle as they've been hunting up back in the Alabama morass. More bodies up ahead. Fetch kill, he says. Still warm. Wait, what's he? He says there's more blood than there are bodies. There should be more corpses here. Maybe they're feeding, or maybe. I got what you need right here, friend. Pure Umpty, a batch made by Uncle Ump himself. Guaranteed to blow your mind and rot your teeth on the very first bite. Need my fix, man. Gotta have my fix. Gotta have it. Gimme. The most addictive candy in Mega City. Of course you do. But tell me, friend, what would you pay? Stomp on a stool! That thing, whatever it was, you saved us from its blood. It burned us. Sorry, creep. I got no sympathy for lawbreakers. Umpteen backing gets you 16 months in the ISO cubes. Outside a con-op construction site on level 53. Not another move, monster. Chink. Oh, look, the trunk has the... Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the trunk has the other mouth.
That's so cool.
Like, "Rrr, choom!" Across from the Agrodome, down on level 14. Repam! Lawgiver, on my mark. Armor pierce, hold it, Dredd. Look, it's not killing this, it's not killing this one. It's victim, it's taking him somewhere. Then we follow. It's heading into that abandoned reclaim site. Keep some distance. Stom, looks like we found our missing civos. These citizens won't be alive for long. Not after these things hatch. Keep close and quiet. Let's find out where these eggs are coming from and where that creature ran off to. Oh, the leader got taken out.
Damn.
And Drock. Or is he dead? Or oh no, he's still putting up a fight.
He'll die soon enough, probably though.
Drock, that mutt busted my piece. I don't have a gun, and you don't have a shot. No, what I don't have is a choice. Lawgiver, incendiary, maximum temperature. Lawgiver, armor piercing, rapid fire. Apologies for that. You're going to wake up a few more scars, but at least you get to wake up. Looks like it's just you and me now. Although he did die. You and me now, Anderson. Anderson. I know you're around here somewhere. I could feel you in my head. Nope, not going back that way. Yeah, there you are. Want to know what Rhinestone injected himself with? Queen.
Oh, he's a queen DNA. He turned himself into a queen.
Yep, that's why he's controlling them.
I see. He's a queen now.
Ugly mother spugger, aren't you? Uglier, that is. Bad enough when you were only mixed up with spider DNA, but that serum originally intended for me, the stuff you were saving to make a queen. You used that on yourself, didn't you, Dr. Rhinestone? Still a little of you left in there, isn't there? You sure talk a lot, woman, for somebody who's about to die. That's creepy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I'm not just talking. I'm distracting. I need all those bug boy eyes of yours focused on me and your little creepy crawlies, too. Dredd used the cloak. Time's up for you, scum. Lawgiver, Hayek, deploy all rounds. Damn! Come on. Let's get out of here. All of us. And let this place burn to the ground. Control, this is Dredd. All alien organisms have been eliminated. I need multiple medtech teams, a fleet of coroner meat wagons, a fire containment squad, and an environmental cleanup crew to Ames Block, Northwest Coordinates, Sector 12, 35th floor. And then later, we're going to have words about why you didn't send backup the first time I ordered it. He wants to thank you for your role in the hunt in avenging his friend. He says he thinks you are a worthy warrior and an honorable hunter. He believes you would be a challenge for him in single combat, and he says he can offer no higher compliment. Yeah, okay. He's not too bad either. Now let him know I want him off this planet. Tell him to take his trophies and go. Come back and he'll be in violation of the law. Earth's law and my law. Make sure you tell the rest of your people too. Earth is off limit and hunting season is over. That's it.
That was a blast.
I knew you liked this one. I told you.
That was a blast. No, I enjoyed every moment of this one.
What did you like best about it? Emoji.
Yeah. Emoji was by far.
Besides emoji.
Oh, probably the Predators in general were very well put together.
Yeah. A nice, good honey party got brought down, but in ways that didn't feel like, oh, that's weak.
And I like that the last surviving Predator has a trophy to take home with him.
Yeah, and it's one of the it's the Rhino one.
It's the Rhino one. I like it.
He'll have a unique one. Be like, Rrr!
I mean, the elephant one would have been unique too, but this is unique as well.
Oh yeah,
he chose the horn probably because the horn's intimidating.
Yeah, but I could just imagine him showing that off. I mean, do they show off? Do they show off?
Yes and no. I mean, yeah, they the one who has the most trophies commands the most respect.
Right. But do unique trophies also command them respect?
Depends on how tough that unique trophy was to take down.
And these ones were not that tough. They were still tough, but not that tough.
I mean, I think he just likes it because there were a few other unique ones that he could have chose from. I think just the horn itself is like, oh, I like this one.
Exactly. But yeah, and again, the fact that this one polar opposite of the last one, right?
Oh yeah, I had a blast with this one.
Yep, but Reinschott was an interesting villain.
He was. I thought, although I do think that his death was a little too quick.
True, but to be fair, I doubt there was that much left of him. As she said, there's still a little few left in there. But the fact that it's in the second jaw.
Yeah, he could still talk, though. There was some of him left in there.
Right.
Not sure how much, but he was still there.
True, but to be fair, make himself a queen, made him a big target. And when you have a gun that has high explosives.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but the
fact the queens are tough, but they're not invincible.
Exactly. And like I said, especially this one, how big he is here. Oh, look. Even here, he has the bug eye. She has the bug eyes, even on the outside.
Has the bug eyes. I like that she has all the legs.
Yeah, but the fact that this was originally meant to be what he injected in the Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
So and hence why he was saying you would make a great queen, as opposed to you would have spawned a great queen. But I also like how Dredd and that the Predator, either Dredd took it or the Predator let him use the cloak.
Mm-hmm.
That was good. But yeah, this whole story was nice, sweet, to the point, and nothing felt wasted. Nothing felt like it was overstood its welcome. Can we agree to that?
Yeah, it was good.
Yep.
I mean, I could have had more time with the alien queen.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it was good.
Yep, and these hybrids were good. The human, a unique take on the human hybrid by having it be a.
Oh, okay. I will tell. Okay, if I have to do another criticism, it would be that the Predator alien and the human hybrid alien were taken down too fast.
True, but when you only have 4 issues.
I know. I hate it when they do this like 4-issue crap. Give it 6, please.
Agreed. But for 4, we've seen worse with 4.
Yeah,
the last one was worse with 4.
This one did a better job with what time it had.
Exactly. It made you wish for more, but it didn't feel like they put the wrong focus.
Yeah. No. It kept the focus squarely on Dredd, which it should have, while giving you bits and pieces of the others in the mix.
And we got just enough of these predators and also the bad guys. I do like how they use the intro to explain the bad guys.
Yes, I do like especially Emoji.
Yeah, this whole notion that he didn't believe a word of it until he was indirectly rescued.
And let's just appreciate that he has the best design of all the characters in the entire fucking comic.
I know, and just look at his face, all the facial emojis.
I love it. I love the fact that he has got. Oh my god, I love those types of like robots that have like the screen face, but they can make the emoji.
And a wired beard.
I love every part of this character. He's such a fun character.
Yep, but like I said though, again, they also the explanation. Okay, the Predator crashed and was wounded. That explains even more.
Yeah.
So not only that, but he also had big ones. But again, just by looking at the Predator and these Predators, you've already got an understanding of their story a little.
Mm-hmm.
Although, why did they have to give one of them a name when it didn't really matter in the end? They only mentioned his name once, which was where was it again? Bojo or something. But I found that weird, didn't you? That they actually gave his name.
Well, they have names, but they all. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but
yeah, it's just like, why give him a name when they only mention it once?
I don't know. Probably the same. Probably
Basu.
just
Fasu. Basu, right here.
Because he's the leader. Yeah. He's the leader of the group.
Yeah,
and they want you to. They want you to think that he's going to be the one that survives
when it's the other one. But
yeah,
especially when it says Basu's had experience here. But well, at least he made it near the end.
Yeah, he was the last one to die.
I think though, but once you saw the other one's face, I'll just say Scar's face, you knew he would have been the survivor then.
Mm-hmm.
like I say, the way that Reinstadt survived, cheated deaths, makes sense, doesn't it, for this type of geneticist?
Yeah.
But again, this is what always creeped me out. Just this whole randomization hybrid DNA scrambling. You know what I mean? Just felt like terrifying, doesn't it?
Well, it is very on brand for what the Alien franchise is right now with the engineers and the black goo.
Well, yeah, but this was before that. Actually, let me double check. When did this come out? This came out in 2016, so Prometheus was out, but not Covenant. Am I right?
Yes, I think Covenant came out in 2010.
Oh, it did?
Not Covenant. I'm sorry, Prometheus.
Yeah, but Covenant, Alien, Covenant, 2017, so it came out the next year. So while we knew about the black goo, its connection to the Xenomorph wasn't complete yet.
2012 is when Prometheus came out.
Okay, but so yeah, you could deal with the black goo, but you wouldn't know what its direct connection. Although, and here's something I kind of realized. I want to just get your opinion since you're a big fan and you saw Romulus. I'm starting to wonder, do you think that the engineers created the Xenomorph, or do you think, much like what David did, they just simply did experiments with the goo, but the Xenomorphs had long existed even beforehand?
I don't know. They are very, 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 very nebulous on that. Although, yes, I actually did come up with that theory as I was watching Romulus.
Yeah, because it kind of gives that vibe, given how old that ship is and everything.
I did come across that.
Because the engineer was fossilized, meaning he had to been there for thousands of years to be fossilized.
They have never explained the actual origin of the Xenomorphs or the black glue specifically.
Right.
They've never explained the origin of it. And since in the movie Romulus, they were able to synthesize the black goo from the corpse of Big Chap.
I like that name, Big Chap.
I do too. They were able to synthesize it from Big Chap. So that means you can get. So basically,
and these had to been well before David could ever do it, because David was not that long ago.
It's kind of like a. So we got what Romulus put forth for us was a kind of what came first, the chicken or the egg.
Yep.
And that's the important bit that I hope they do in the next movie or so, because now it actually reinvigorates my hope that they can finally do a Xenomorph Prime.
I hope so. And I'll also say this. I personally am starting to wonder, were the engineers created by the black goo too?
I don't think they were created by the black goo. I mean, maybe they were, but I highly doubt it.
I'm just getting that feeling, given how much. Why would what happened to what's her name, the one who had the baby?
Okay, so that I can actually there is a way to rationalize that one, and that is because humanity is the offspring of the engineers.
That's true. So kind of reversed it back.
Basically, yes. Much in the same way how they were able to reverse engineer the alien from Big Chap into the goo.
Mm-hmm. By the way, it's so hard to believe that actress. That's the same actress from Dora the Explorer, the movie.
The one that injected herself?
Yep.
Really?
That's the same actress, and she was also in one of the Transformers movies.
Oh no, that's the main girl. Forget her name. Rain.
Yeah.
She wasn't Dora, was she?
No, not right. The one who gave birth to the engineer hybrid. That
one was Dora.
Yes, that was Dora.
Yeah.
And she was from one of the Transformers movie even before that.
No, that's Rain, the main girl.
No. So was they actually did Dora. I remember that.
Really?
Hold on.
You sure about that?
I'm
sorry. I'm thinking the wrong thing. The main girl was from Pacific Rim. That's what I keep thinking.
Yeah. Isabella Merced was in Transformers: The Last Night.
Yeah. She was the daughter figure for Mark Wahlberg's character. The main girl Rain, she was in what I kept thinking of, because it's also a giant robot movie, is a Pacific Rim Uprising with John Boyega.
Yep. But again, the fact that there's a set between movies I find interesting, and it kind of explains a bit more about the aliens is where the what's it called again? The colony.
I forget the colony.
Yeah. It pretty much sounds like they were setting that up to be xenomorphed.
Possibly. I mean, I do like that the movie actually showed, because they never actually show what humanity has to deal with under the thumb of Weyland-Yutani.
Exactly.
And I actually do appreciate being able to see the everyday life of the average citizen.
Agreed. And it's just so interesting. This movie did a lot to fix the franchise, to get it back on track.
It did do a lot to fix the franchise. It has its issues.
Oh yeah, but hey,
characters are really fucking stupid in that movie.
Then again, that's been an idiot ball since the first movie. Why look in the egg?
Yeah, I mean, it's a fallacy of horror films in general, where the characters have to do everything they can to get themselves killed as much as humanly possible. Now, granted, only like half of the main cast were that suicidal, but
I'll just say this: I find it so interesting. Okay, we agree Prey would fix the Predator franchise after The Predator, but that was just one bad movie. It needed to reverse. The fact that this movie reversed a whole bunch of crap.
It didn't reverse it, but it straightened it out.
Well, you know what I meant the history of bad movies is what I meant.
Oh yeah. It kind of broke the. See,
yeah.
Okay, this is gonna sound blasphemous to the average viewer on YouTube or on the internet in general, because of how much we all openly despise big corporations like Disney. You have to admit, they're fixing the shit.
Anything that isn't Star Wars or isn't Star Wars.
The last Alien movie, Covenant, and The Predator were under the Fox banner.
Yep.
And also, Fox is the ones who fucked up X-Men.
That's true.
And Fantastic Four. So, as much as I hate to do it, I really do. And everyone put down your pitchforks and torches, please. Disney is actually doing us a fucking favor.
Agreed. Now, you know what would be an even bigger favor is for them to actually do something a bit more. Obviously, okay, something I found out funny recently is if you put Prometheus and Alien Covenant together, technically you get the original Alien engineer script in a loose fashion in both movies.
To a degree.
Because from what I understand, most of it's from what became Prometheus, but a dangling plot thread or two was put in the Covenant.
I'm just glad with the exception of the black goo, they're just completely straight up ignoring all this other really philosophical bullshit that Ridley Scott was so obsessed with. Why are we here? Who created? I don't give a flying fuck, dude.
Now, here's something else, though. Do you really truly think the engineers are all dead, or do you think there might be some places of groups of them still out there?
Oh, yeah, there's definitely some colonies here and there, probably.
There has to be. I don't think that's right to just wipe them all out.
David, there's no fucking way that David wiped out the entire population on that one fucking city. No way.
Yeah. No way, but
I highly doubt it. In fact, I know there are other engineers because I'm not sure if it's canon anymore, but in the Predator Alien vs. Predator comic, Fire and Ice.
Yep.
Was it Fire and Ice? I think it's Fire and Ice.
Fire
and Stone.
That was the one that was among all the different books.
I mentioned it to you once before. It's a very good. It's a very, very good read if you ever get a chance to read it.
Oh, I have. I have.
The main predator is a predator called Ahab, the coolest fucking predator of all fucking time.
He is. Yep.
It has a really cool fucking 3-bladed wrist gauntlet. And he uses a fucking engineer rifle. It's so goddamn cool.
Oh, the fact that I doubt Marvel's ever going to touch the engineer stuff. I doubt it.
If they are, they're just gonna treat them like utter garbage, and I'm not against that.
Oh, by the way, I actually read the first issue of Predator versus Black Panther. It has an interesting story, actually, but there's one thing in there that will give you fits unless we find a way to adjust what Benjamin Percy says. He has there be another predator known as a king. I don't mean he's meant to be the king.
Oh, so it's just a name?
Yeah, it's a king, like it's ruling this group of it. but he has 2 sons, one of which was born without a leg. And thus, the king wanted one of its sons to be able to take over. So basically, and keep in mind, you know about vibranium came from space, right?
Yeah. Is that their metal?
Then they Yautja are aware of vibranium. Now, the king gave his eldest, more proper son a staff made of vibranium. So basically, went on a mission, and it was so clear the father was preferring its eldest son as opposed to the younger one.
The one that lost his leg?
Yep, almost got slaughtered. He escapes, brings a party up to a group of his survivors of his group, and they are heading to Earth to get all that vibranium.
Okay,
and
it's not a bad idea, and I'm not opposed to that character being called. Okay, so he's probably just a clan leader whose name is King, much like in the same way in Alien versus Predator, which was by the way the very first movie, very first movie that actually started naming the predators.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Scar,
right.
Celtic, and I think it was
Wolf or something.
No, it was Slasher or Thrasher or something like that.
Something like that.
Chopper.
Yeah.
Chopper. His name was Chopper.
Chopper, right.
Yeah. It's just, I think King is just a name that they have for him. He's not the Predator King, the actual not the ruler from the shadows that no one has ever seen, or there's no story about him.
Oh, no, there's no way. There's no way they would have let Percy do that. And that was the way they did it here. But,
exactly.
But I'll say, and then the end of the first issue ends. They've already made their way into the city, and they put up the force field and are keeping it up. They make it their own little hunting group, hunting zone.
I will also say that in the Alien versus Predator 2 video game on the PC, this is like 2000.
Yep. I know. I have that.
That Predator, the main Predator for that campaign, is named Prince.
Oh, yep. And people theorize he probably might have been the son of the king.
Yeah, the actual king, because he's so damn powerful, and because his feats are actually some of the best in the entire franchise.
Yep, he's the one. The main one we deal with. It's in the expansion. That one is a different character and he's the one who gets chest bursted.
Yeah, but Prince it's just a name. I'm not of the opinion that he is the son of the actual Predator King.
I bet you the game creators thought he was in their eyes.
Possibly. This is again back in the early 2000s.
Yeah, but unlike Star Wars, no one has disregarded the Dark Horse canon, and the fact that they're willing to reprint so much of the Dark Horse comics at Marvel now. I think they're meant to keep them canon.
And that gives me hope that Ahab is still canon, because Ahab is still my favorite Predator. Keep that old bastard alive. He is so fucking cool.
Agree, but yeah, here's the big question to ask you: Prey or Alien Romulus?
Prey.
Which was still the better movie?
That's still the better movie. I actually watched Prey the night before I went to go watch Alien, and then I watched it the same day when I got home from the theater. And I have to say, I enjoyed Prey way more than I did Alien Romulus. Not to say Alien Romulus is bad.
No.
Alien Romulus is a hot 8.5 out of 10 for me. As a fan of the Alien Predator sort of mythos, that sort of general thing, it is a good movie, and it's a good first step in the right direction. Definitely.
Now, I hope they keep the guy on for a follow-up. I hope they're smart enough to keep him on.
Well, if you've been looking on Twitter, the director from Prey wants to co-direct Alien versus Predator with
I've heard about that. And if those two do it, that would be amazing.
I would be in full fucking support of this.
And I'm pretty sure Disney would stay an R rating, obviously.
And also, because Prey took place in the way distant past, they're very open to the idea, and they're also the next Prey movie is going to be in the trenches of World War I.
Perfect.
So they're open to new eras of time. So that tells me they can be open to a proper Alien versus Predator that takes place in the future, where the fucking Space Marines have to survive an onslaught of the aliens while surviving the fucking predators.
Agree. And I'll say this, the fact that Isn't so funny? No one knew except for hints in some of the trailers, like about Big Chap. No one even considered that this would have been, like so tight end. They kept playing. They kept that very close to the vest.
Yeah. So I actually went to go when I saw your message to me.
Yep. I just saw that trailer, and so I don't know.
I saw your message. I didn't watch the trailer, but I saw your message to me. I saw the first couple of words of it and decided not to read your message all the way through because I was actually about an hour away from going to go watch the movie.
Oh, sorry.
So I saw your message.
I sent you that well beforehand.
Was it like an hour? I don't remember.
No, I remember I sent you like a day beforehand about that.
Okay. Part. Well, I remember you sending that, and I remember reading the first couple of words, and I'm like, wait, is he about to spoil something? I stopped reading immediately.
I'm sorry. It wasn't a direct spoiler because I wasn't sure myself. It was before the movie. I sent you that before the movie came out. I simply saw rumors. I'm like, wait, no.
But as soon as I started reading the where like, am I right in this and that they're going to have it? I immediately stopped reading as soon as I read that part. I stopped reading, and that's why I was ignoring you for a good portion after that.
I'm sorry.
I didn't want to read that.
I am so sorry, dude.
I wanted to go into that movie blind as a bat.
I am so sorry, dude.
The
good
thing is you didn't spoil shit for me.
Yeah, like I said, I wasn't even sure myself. I'm just like, wait.
In fact, as I was watching the movie unfold, my dad was the one who told me because my dad's like, there's something weird about the movie. Like, Dad, don't spoil it for me. I know you probably heard it from your coworker or your friend or whatever. Don't spoil it for me. And after we see it, that's when he leaned over to me and said, like, that's the alien from the very first movie. Like, oh my God. I actually like squealed out loud. The guy next to me in theater was like, what the fuck?
Yep, that was Big Chap.
I squealed so fucking loudly at that theater.
And like I said, I do like how Rook. I still like how Rook was like eventually like he hates the thing. He hates it.
I also like how they named him Rook, Bishop, like chess pieces.
Yep.
Because they're basically like they're pawns in the game of chess.
Yep, and
they're playing a game of chess. He's just a piece playing a game of chess. So we haven't seen the king or the queen yet, and I'm very curious.
You know why I know why the director did? Because like they keep on doing the bishops. Why haven't we had another Ash?
That's true.
That was before Home passed away. No one did anything with Ash, and I'm pretty sure Home would have been up for it.
True. It was, although I will admit, just like Carrie Fisher and Peter Cushing before him, it was just really uncanny valley.
But at least they got permission. Although I've seen some people pissed off about even that. Like, they shouldn't have said yes, or it doesn't matter if the family said yes. It's like, it's like if they got permission, that's what matters. It's doing it without permission that's the problem.
If the family gave permission because they feel like Ian Holmes would have been okay with it, and on top of that, the family was properly compensated for the. And
they showed him it too. They showed him it before and to get final approval.
Okay, then I have no issue with it whatsoever.
I agree. Now, Grant, does it keep the idea of this AI thing to a point? But this isn't AI as much as people are claiming.
My only complaint is that they need to work on their CGI because that looked bad.
We've seen better.
It looked so bad. You know
what they should have done? They should have put more of the milky white stuff on his face.
That too. But again, like we have seen better in the past. They did better with making a young Jeff Bridges in fucking Tron. What was it? The last Tron.
Tron Legacy.
Tron Legacy. I can't wait for Tron Ares, by the way.
Yep. And I'll just say this. Them using AI to alter the voice, just so they laid it over it. That I don't mind, because at least you saw an original voice to play off of.
I will admit that I was thinking when I saw him on the ground in that puddle of mess, I'm like, is that who I think it is? And then because you couldn't see his face properly, and then finally they turn him on proper, and I'm like, oh my God, they did do it.
Yep, but again, the fact that he is the opposite of it, which I gotta be honest, I think Ash would have come to the same conclusion if he had stuck around.
No, he was just as evil as Ash, in my opinion.
Oh, no, but I'm saying I think Ash would have come to the whole disliking of it despite its perfection.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that? Like, I think it would have. I think it would definitely have come there. But anyway, so yeah, Dredd, this whole book, probably one of the better ones we've gone over, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Definitely a top 5.
Yep. How is this compared to some of the other ones, like Batman? Not counting the last one. I'm talking like the Batman or Wolverine one.
It's better than Wolverine for sure.
All right. Yeah, your opinion seems to have gone down a bit on that, I noticed.
Huh?
Your opinion on that seems to have gone down a bit. You actually said it was kind of up there with the Batman one originally.
It was kind of, it's just like how they portrayed the Predator really rubbed me the wrong way. And
especially at towards the end.
The more I think about it, the more it just pisses me the fuck off.
Yeah, but so would you say, where would this one rate to the Batman one or Superman, as far as Superman handled the Predator, not the story itself?
Superman is still number 2, but this is definitely either in 4th or 3rd place.
Yeah,
maybe 3rd place if I'm going to be charitable, but I am actually strongly at the 4th place right now.
Well, in 3rd place would have been Tarzan, probably, or no, I thought Batman won.
Batman. The first story of Batman was it the first?
If you do the whole trilogy, oh,
the whole trilogy, you want to do that then? Okay.
Yeah, I just put them all in one.
Okay, no, then this Dredd one was number 3. Number 4 is Tarzan.
Yeah, because Tarzan was good, but they weren't the main focus. And then, obviously, Wolverine would be then 5. And then, of course, JLA towards the bottom, but then
no, it's not. JLA is not the bottom anymore.
I said towards the bottom.
I'm about to say it's not the bottom anymore after last week.
I know. The last one was. And the those ancient predators from the Superman, Batman versus Alien Predator would be in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
But, believe it or not, we still got one more Predator comic we can go over in the future, and that one's just a 2-parter. In fact, I'll just show you the cover for it at least. So, hold on a second. There it is. This one, do you remember, have you ever heard of Valiant Comics?
Yes, I know. They're the ones who do like the Shadow Man. I really like Shadow.
Yeah,
I liked the new ones, and I was actually collecting their horror covers for a while.
Mm-hmm. But no, this is the old Valiant, old '90s Valiant.
Oh, okay.
This was back when they had the likes of Magnus Robot Fighter.
The fuck is Magnus Robot Fighter?
He's a guy who fought robots.
Okay.
I mean, just look at this opening. They were not afraid to be bloody. Just wanted to show that opening. But yeah, that'll be the next one we'll be going over.
And before we leave, I actually would like to make a recommendation for anyone who is interested in a good Predator comic.
Mm-hmm.
Please check out Predator Hunters.
Oh, I've heard of that, I think.
Yes, it takes place on a tropical island where a group of predators were stranded there. They don't have any of their technology, and they basically look like Hawaiian tiki warriors now.
Ooh.
And it's really it kind of reminds me a lot of the Most Dangerous Game sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very, very, very cool story for anyone who wants to check out a really kick-ass Predator comic.
Yep, and it was a trilogy, wasn't it? Or...
Yes, it was part of Life and Death.
Oh, it was. Apparently the 3rd one was wrapped up short.
It was, and I don't recommend it. But if you want to complete it. It's not necessary.
Yeah, it got cut off because of the Marvel acquisition. I'm still pissed that we didn't get the Alien, the Predator original screenplay comic. I'm still pissed about that.
Who knows? Maybe they could revive the project one day.
I hope so, because you like the first and the 2 Alien ones.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that? Because, the Alien one was an interesting one. The Aliens one had so much potential.
But yes, before we go, I highly recommend Predator Hunters to anyone. It's a fantastic comic. Okay,
here's one last question. Which one, on average, do you think had better comics that you have read? Alien or Predators?
Predator.
Predator still?
Aliens have good ones, but Predator beats them by a large, mainly because the Predators are actually fully fledged characters. Aliens are rarely characters.
True, they're just an infestation.
They're just an infestation. They're basically bugs, locusts. They're just there to swarm and kill.
It's usually about the humans or other beings involved around it as the main.
And there is a very beautiful mystique to their how do you call it, their species.
Yep.
But there is an even more fascinating beauty to the culture of
because there's a culture. There's an actual culture with
there's
them.
an actual, and that's why I love predators more than aliens. They have culture, and there is something to be had there by I love researching predator lore because it's one of my favorite types of lore of all time. I even have a because my older sister had bought me the NECA action figure of the Alpha Predator, which actually tells the story of how predators became what they were. Because remember that how the Predator was initially supposed to be when Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yep.
It was like this
plant creature.
It was a bug creature.
Yep.
But
that bug plant.
The bug creature is canon.
What?
Yes, it is a canon race. In fact, in the past, they were the ones who enslaved the Hish-Kutan, which is what they were called before Yautja.
Oh, really?
Yes, they were the Hish-Kutan.
That's Kyle.
Yes, they are canon.
Wow. They said, the Alpha Predator or the first hunter was a Hish-Kutan who led. Well, this is one in particular, and Kale, which translates to rage. It was who led a large-scale uprising against the Amengi species.
The Amengi, that's what they were.
The Alpha Predator is the one who led against them and was able to triumph over it.
And he's the one who claimed the first prize. His helmet, his mask, is the face of an Amengi.
That explains so much.
Yes.
Boy, yeah.
It's amazing. I bought that figure specifically because it comes with lore material.
Yeah, it says right here. It was their 100th Predator figure that NECA created.
I asked my sister because my sister wanted to buy me something for Christmas, and I said, "Hey, can you get me this?" And she's like, "You want that, really?" I'm like, "Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't I want that? I'm a big fan."
And it was talked about in Hunting Grounds.
Yes, when it was initially released, because I got a second run of it, but when it initially released, it came with a code for Predator Hunting Grounds for the Alpha Predator skin.
So, and thus, this means, given this time period when it came out, this is technically canon then, because it came out after the...
because everything in Hunting Grounds is canon.
Yeah, so...
Everything in Hunting Grounds is canon. That means the Alpha Predator is canon, and I fucking love it.
This also means, though, what's his name from Predators is dead.
Sadly, yes. We're not gonna see a sequel to Predators. Although we could we could because
we could, yeah.
Yeah, what's her name is still alive.
Yep. But I gotta say, you know what, the one character being killed off in Alien Predator lore that still ticks me off was Shaw's death from Prometheus.
Oh God, that's I know. I did not.
Especially how they brought her back for a prelude video.
And then they fucking
had to be experimented on.
Yeah, it was a deleted scene.
That is just why do that?
It's disrespectful, honestly, because she was the best part of that movie.
Oh, geez, I'm just seeing the image of her mutated corpse.
Yeah, not a pretty scene, is it?
No, what the hell made them think that was a good idea?
That's why they deleted it.
But they still made clear she's still dead.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I just realized what her face is based off of.
What's that?
If you've ever heard of the game Darkseid.
In passing.
It's based off, because that had H.R. Giger's artwork. As for its design. Hold on. Let me find it. Yep. It's that same image that was used as the basis. Hold on. Let me move it over here. Let me then share it. There we go.
Oh yes, I've seen this cover before.
Yep, they've shown the same image from here. Exact same image. So that's who they were basing it off of. Okay, I get what they were going for, but it's still why.
Yeah, she survived Prometheus to that's lame.
That is lame. Again, I give him prop for using an actual Giger design. All right. But why still?
I think they should actually start crediting the motherfucker in every movie. I swear to God, it pisses me off every time I watch an Alien movie and H.R. Giger's name never fucking comes up outside of the first movie. Because H.R. Giger is the father of the Alien franchise. He is the father of the design.
Guess what I just found out about Ridley Scott that's interesting? He actually was going to work on first incarnation Doctor Who.
Oh, I think Doctor Who fans just dodged a fucking bullet.
Oh yeah, he was originally assigned to design the Daleks.
I have no idea what that is, but sure.
Exterminate, those things. They look like.
I have no fucking clue what that is, dude.
Oh.
I am not a Doctor Who fan, man.
Hold on, you would have at least seen these things because they've been all over in pop culture. Hold on.
I'm sure. If I know anything, yeah, Doctor Who has been all over fucking pop culture.
These things.
Oh, those things,
the salt and pepper shakers.
Yeah, my cousin has a few figurines of those lying around her room.
Thankfully, he did it. They didn't go with it. Instead, they went with these instead. Thank God. Again, I'll say this. Ridley is not the worst person for the happen of the franchise entirely, but he's the type of person who, because he can have good visions, but he needs to be on a leash and has to be surrounded by good writers.
Mm-hmm.
Can we agree to that?
Yeah.
Because there are elements of both movies that kind of work. I mean, the Xenomorph, come on.
Yeah, the Xenomorph was pretty cool. Everything. The Xenomorph is actually an original design by Giger. It was a prototype before he settled on the Xenomorph that we know today, today. Also, the giant facehugger from Prometheus actually is a Giger design too.
Yep, I agree with that. I noticed that. Yeah, that looks like. That's even worse than a facehugger if you ask me.
And that thing's more hideous than everything else that they have.
Agreed. I can see why they didn't go with it originally. That would have been too cost prohibitive in the 80s or whatever. Yeah.
But
okay, so let's start wrapping up. Thank you for coming on, Raymond.
You're welcome.
Thank you, everyone else, and we'll see you all guys on the next one.
Love y'all. Have a good one.